What's up everyone, Sean Count Blagrith here today with a collection update. Not really feeling like setting up the camera in a fancy sort of way, so we're just doing this one at my bed. What we're listening to in the background is Waves of Degradation by, I want to say this is pronounced Krigsgrav. Fantastic US black metal from Texas. If you're not into them, fucking check this album out. One of my favorite black metal albums of 2016. This album's fucking incredible, guys. Put out by Binder, and thank you, Marty. Definitely pick up a copy from them. So I have one CD and 4 LPs. All this came in kind of over the course of a week or so, give or take. I didn't get like a big paycheck the last few weeks because my hours got cut because of the fucking ski lifts that I'm assigned. Fucking broke down. So I had to stretch my money the best way I could while still saving a little bit. And I feel pretty successful in that endeavor. So one CD right here, and I'll talk about it. Fucking love coffee. Alright. So, first CD, well, the only CD, the new Arismenda, Despair's Depths Descended Androgyny Horror. This fucking album is so good. Funny story about how I ended up getting a copy of this. My buddy Matt, he sent me a message. I feel like this is up a little too high. Let me just... He sent me a message saying that the Arismenda Bandcamp had this for $1. And I was like, what? And I like flipped the fuck out and placed an order. So I got this for $1. If you're not familiar with Arismenda, it's a one-man black metal project from California, from the Black Twilight Circle. This is my second favorite project out of that. My favorite is Volon. Unfortunately, I don't have anything of Volon's besides the Desert Dances and Serpent Sermon split. Arismenda is just fucking top notch. Fantastic black metal, very unique sounding, very twisted, almost nauseating instrumentation. Like, it's like very like, how should I describe it? It's almost dizzying. Like, it makes you dizzy to listen to it. It makes you feel sick to listen to it. And it's fucking sick. Jewel case CD. And what's really cool is all of them come in a little cardboard thing, handwritten by the guy from Arismenda. This one says, "Enter the cult of the whore." Then on the back it says, "The destroyer of your ego." And I have number 155 of 0, which is really cool how he's numbering each one like that. And I made a request because my friend Matt did this, and he did the same for mine. I asked if he could personalize it or sign it or something, and he wrote, "I don't exist" on the booklet. I'm a sucker for signed shit, so to have something from Arismenda signed, that's fucking sick. Check this album out. New Arismenda. I'm sure most of you have heard it though. I know almost all of you have heard this. Here's the first record I'm going to show and talk about. I don't really have much to say. This is a recent reissue of a fucking classic, one of the greatest bands and the founders of metal. This is an upgrade copy. I bought one at a record fair years ago, original press, for like $2 that it doesn't even fucking play. So I bought an upgrade copy of Black Sabbath Volume 4. These fucking Ozzy albums, man. I don't know what it is about Sabbath. I go through these like phases where I fucking listen to nothing but Sabbath for like 3 weeks straight. Then I don't touch them for like a year. And I'm on one of those kicks where I've been listening to a lot of Black Sabbath. And when I found this at Barnes & Noble for, I think it was $15, I had to get it. A lot of really good songs on here. Wheels of Confusion, Tomorrow's Dream, Changes, everyone knows. Supernaut, Snowblind, Cornucopia, Laguna Sunrise, the riffs, Jesus Christ, the riffs on this album. So fucking good. Tony Iommi. It's crazy when I listen to Sabbath and like I put in perspective like gatefold with this little booklet attached inside, which is like the original press book. Mine was missing the center pages, but it's crazy like when I go back and listen to this shit and I think about like this must have been insane in the 70s, and even compared to today's shit, this fucking holds up. I just hit myself in the face. Fucking kill me. It still holds up to this day though. Like the riffs are still just fucking heavy. I don't know, and old Sabbath is the shit. I cannot get into Dio era to save my life. I'm thinking about doing a discussion video about Black Sabbath's like eras, but I'm not too sure how I want to tackle it. But for me, first 5 records are fucking god tier. Ozzy is a terrible singer, but he works in Black Sabbath and he's awful fucking solo in my opinion. Dio is a fantastic singer and he did not fit in Black Sabbath, but he was way better solo. And this fucking record is godly. Favorite though is Master of Reality. I will be buying an upgrade copy because I have my dad's original press that he bought brand new in he bought Paranoid and Master of Reality I think the same day, and he bought those in 72 I want to say, so I need to get an upgrade copy, but I'm very glad I got one of volume 4. These next 3 are kind of in the hardcore realm, so if you're not into hardcore, you might as well exit out of the video. All these were picked up at the Soundgarden in Syracuse for very, very cheap. First record. This is a Syracuse local band. They're a like hardcore, grindcore meets sludge sort of shit. This is Bleak with We Deserve Our Failures. And this is the debut album, but not the debut release. They've done like splits, EPs, demos, shit like that. A lot of like shit on tape. But this is the debut album on vinyl put out by Hex Records, which I believe is also a Syracuse-based label. And goddamn, this album is fucking good. This has like almost like a old school, like, I don't want to say mathcore vibe, but there's a lot of usage of like ugly chords and shit like that. Just really fucking good. The final track, Eternal Silent Darkness, is such a fucking killer song. It's like very sludged out, doomy, heavy as fuck. Just vile vocal delivery by Scott, who I've actually known for quite a while. And here's a little thing I'm going to tell you guys right now about Bleak. I'm going to provide links to check them out because I think they're a fucking awesome band. And I found this out after I bought these. Founding guitarist TJ recently had a heart transplant, and there's like a GoFundMe to help him out and shit like that. So if you guys can afford it or whatever, I'll have a link to it in the description. Throw him some money. He's been battling a lot of issues, medical issues his entire life, and every little bit helps. And things, he's been in New York City since October with these problems, and the band has like a fill-in guitarist or something like that. And there's been benefit shows and stuff like that, but if you like this, check it out, support them, pick up a record. It's something, I mean, these are like $12 a piece. Fucking grab them if you see them. So front, back, comes with a little insert with lyrics. Very cool. The vocalist on this album is actually my buddy Scott, and he was in a sick technical death metal band out of Utica called Cymatics. So if you're from my area and you ever saw them, it's him on vocals. Blue vinyl, limited to 100 copies. Really killer shit. Definitely check this one out. And as I said, support them in any way you possibly can. They make killer fucking hardcore sludge sort of shit. And, helping them out. Supporting the underground is like a great thing to do, especially for like a cause where it helps the guitarist out. I don't know if the record sales do, but I know there's a GoFundMe. Anyways, second record, well, third, whatever. Bleak, another one from them, No Light, No Tunnel, and this album is so fucking sick. This is my favorite of the two. Such a hateful, nihilistic, brutal, just assault of a fucking album. This one is much more rooted in hardcore and sludge. It's really hard to explain. But, like, there's a lot of, like, old school hardcore vibes, but it's not like that da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. For those of you that know, that's actually a Judd thing. If you don't know Judd, oh, acapella hardcore, J-U-D, look it up on YouTube. After you look up Bleak. Anyway, so it's not like that really generic sort of hardcore. It's just that really vicious, angry, heavy type of shit with a lot of doom and sludge and just fucking hate, absolute fucking hate throughout this whole thing. Just like, I don't even know, man. This is such a great album, and my favorite song is Needles. And Needles actually has this segment on it that reminds me of the breakdown in Zayo's Savannah with da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. If you know that song, you know exactly what part I'm talking about. La machine blades, la machine blades, la machine blades. Anyways, so insert super nice release. And it's funny how they did this, since this album's called No Light, No Tunnel. So there was 3 vinyl colors. First one is yellow, which is called Okay, Here's Some Light. This is the gray marble, which looks super fucking nice. Love that. And this one is called by the label, Here's Some Light, but it's mostly tunnel. And they named the black vinyl version No Light, which I thought was really cool and kind of funny with Okay, Here's Some Light. But if you're into like some like old school metalcore, like early 2000s type stuff, plus hardcore and some doomy, sludgy sort of shit, almost like Vow, give this a listen. Fucking sick shit. And it's $12 from Hex Records. I think you can only get the black vinyl. These are sold out. Unless you live in central New York, and if you do and you're watching my videos, you already know Bleak. But if you don't get a chance to see them live for whatever reason, you fucking should. They're killer. But if you can't, Soundgarden has the colored vinyl. And the final record, once again from Soundgarden. Got this for, I think it was $10 used. And I've had good luck with buying used records from Soundgarden, so I picked this up because I've been after something of this band for at least 2 years, because I got into them about 2 years ago. And I'm so glad I got this. This is the self-titled debut from Shabalba, or Zabalba. I think it's Shabalba. That's how I've heard it said, but I'm probably wrong because I'm a fucking idiot. One of the heaviest hardcore bands on the face of the fucking planet. Just check out the song Cold and Obituary. They're basically like a bunch of like old school death metal fans playing hardcore. I mean, live, their intro is Redneck Stomp from Obituary, if that tells you anything. But this was actually originally released as something in Spanish. I can't remember what the title was. But they remastered this and added some bonus tracks, and now it's just self-titled. So like technically this, you could almost call a compilation, but they consider it their debut record. So this is like the self-titled debut from Xibalba. Fucking killer stuff put out by A389 Recordings. Like, it just amazes me how obnoxiously heavy these guys are. Single-sided lyric sheet. And it's on just plain black vinyl, but the center labels are kind of cool. If you just want some, like, knuckle-dragging hardcore that's just violent, but definitely has, like, an appreciation for death metal, but it's far from deathcore, give Xibalba a listen. It's so fucking sick. I don't even know, like, what else to say other than this is just an obscenely heavy band. They have another... my favorite album from them is, I believe it's pronounced Hasta Muerte. I probably said that wrong. If my girlfriend sees this, she'll yell at me. But, or laugh. But, goddamn, just check this band out. It's so good. They're not really bringing anything new to the table, but they're playing hardcore and they're doing it well and they're making it stupid heavy. Like, just the tone is so huge. The bass tone is fucking sick. And that's the other thing I forgot to mention. With Bleak, especially on this one, No Light, No Tunnel, the bass tone is nuts. And same thing for this album. Crazy bass tone, super thick sounding guitar tone with a lot of distortion. Very good, like, lower mid-range vocals. The dude's kind of monotone, if I'm to be honest, but it works. Fantastic drums. The overall sound quality is incredible. So, fucking check this out. Check out all these bands if you haven't. I mean, if you haven't heard Black Sabbath, you are probably not even... you wouldn't be watching this if you didn't know fucking Black Sabbath. So, yeah, everything else, definitely check out and support. Great bands with great dudes, and that's it. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.